Well, hello, boys and girls. Hello, Israel and Judah and Graceland and Jeremiah. This is Grand Star.
Hello, boys and girls. Hello.
Yes, this is Sandy and Mark. And today I'm going to tell them a story and you can listen.
She likes to tell us stories.
Yes, she does.
Yes, I like to tell stories. Actually, this story I'm telling is a melodrama and I need some boys and girls to help me act it out. But maybe when Israel and Jeremiah and Judah and Graceland come visit Grand Star, we can act this out sometime.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I like that.
That's right. Anyway, this is called A Witness. You gonna listen?
Yes, I am.
Okay. On a lovely day in June, Kevin and Teresa Daniels were going out for visitation.
That's knocking on doors, isn't it?
That's right. That's inviting people to church. Visitation means going house to house and inviting people to church or revival, special services. They decided to stop by Jeremiah Doolittle's house to see why he hasn't been coming to church.
He wasn't coming to church?
No, he hadn't been in a while. Kevin and Teresa will walk up to the sidewalk to the door. Teresa knocks 3 times. No answer. They can hear shuffling around in the background, so they know somebody's home. Kevin knocks again, yelling, "Yoo-hoo, Jerry!" Again, no answer. Teresa says, "I wonder why he doesn't answer the door."
Why didn't he answer the door?
He might have been busy.
It's true, he might have been busy. But anyway, he said, "Nah, he's here. His car's out back." And Kevin starts knocking on the door again and gives a shrill whistle.
Uh-oh. He might be making people mad.
He might have been making people mad. I hope not. Well, Mr. Johnson, the neighbor on the other side, comes to the window to see what's going on. He raps on his window to try to get them to quiet down. "Hey, can you all quiet it down out there?" he said. Jason and Tommy Robertson from the next block ride by on their bicycles. They wave hi.
Did they wave back?
I didn't write it down in the story, but they probably waved back. Kevin, in his impatience, goes and peeks in the dining room window to see what's holding Jerry up. All he sees is a black and white cat.
Meow.
Saying he's going to be our little cat today.
Meow.
He taps on the window. Still no Jerry. Mrs. Johnson goes out into her backyard and asks if she could help. I'm trying to read this, so I'm sure you're looking at the top of my head. But anyway, Kevin said no, I'm just waiting for Jerry to come out. 3 teenage girls walk by laughing and walking and having a good time. Teresa looks the other way and acts as if she doesn't see them.
Oh, no, that's not nice.
No, we've all done that before, though, but no, we shouldn't do like that. Kevin comes around to the front door again and kicks the door. Bam! Uh-oh.
That's not a way to witness.
No, it's not a right way to witness. I'm ashamed of him. But anyway, let's see. Where am I at? Oh, Teresa looks at her watch. 10 minutes have passed. Kevin is irritable. He starts mumbling, "I prayed hard for Jerry this morning at outreach. I've got to get him to come to church tomorrow. He's just wasting my time." Ugh. Mr. and Mrs. Lewis and their 2 children from across the street get into their car and drive away. The mailman walks up to Jerry's house and puts a letter in the mailbox. He smiles and waves as he leaves. Kevin goes around to the back door and begins to knock. "Jerry, I know you're in there."
Can't they tell Jerry doesn't want to come to the door?
Yeah, should be. He says, "Come on, guy, let us come in." Still no answer. Teresa looks at her watch. 30 minutes have passed. For 30 minutes they've been trying to get Jerry to come to the door. Still no Jerry. Finally, Kevin looks at Teresa and says, "Well, I guess Jerry's not interested in what we got to say." Teresa agrees. "Yeah, I agree." Kevin said, "Let's just go home." Teresa agrees. "Yeah." Oh, I read what I already read. Sorry. "Let's go home. It's the thought that counts." Yeah. God was probably pleased with what we had to do today. That's kind of our attitude.
That's not right.
No, it's not right. And they leave. Okay, the moral of the story is, why didn't Kevin and Teresa witness to Mr. and Mrs. Lewis and their children?
That's right.
That's 5 people. That's right, that's 5 people they could have witnessed to. Mr. and Mrs. Johnson. That's right, that's 2 more. The mailman. That's right. The teenage girls.
Mrs. Thomas. Or the boys on their bicycles.
That's right. Sometimes the people we think need Jesus do not want to hear it. But maybe someone else would have. They saw 13 people while they were waiting to witness to one guy. Out of 13 people, someone else may have been hungry for God. We need to witness to everyone we meet.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
That's right. Are you being a light for Jesus? You witness to everybody. And if everybody you know seems to already go to church, you can still be a witness by being kind, being good, letting Jesus work through you, and encouraging each other, and just being a good friend. That's letting your light shine too. And God will lead you to people at the right time that you can also witness to.
At the library,
That's right. Maybe at the library.
at museum school,
That's right. Maybe at museum. Just, you never know.
your next door neighbors,
That's right.
the Girl Scout cookie girl.
That's right. Somebody comes to your house to sell you cookies. Maybe you can buy a box of cookies and invite them to church. You never know. You let God lead and guide you. Just be a light. Love you. Bye-bye.
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 Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
There, get their voices right. Love you all. Hey, I've got somebody else who's coming next Sunday. A puppet named Horace. He can't talk. He can't talk. He uses nodding his head, yes, no, and moves his hands. I think if I can get him to use his hands, he moves his hands. He doesn't talk. His name is Horace. You know, when you're Horace, his name is Horace, which is close enough. But anyway, shh, gotta keep a surprise for next week. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.